Have you ever felt a deep, unshakable sadness that seems to grip your very soul? That's how millions of people around the globe feel every day, struggling with a mental health condition known as depression. Depression is a psychiatric disorder defined by persistent sadness and a loss of interest or pleasure in activities once found rewarding. It's far more than a simple shift in mood caused by everyday events. The World Health Organization estimates around 5% of adults worldwide suffer from this disorder. Depression isn't just a fleeting sadness, it's a serious illness that affects a person's emotional well-being. It can be influenced by a variety of factors, from genetics to traumatic events and substance abuse. The symptoms of depression are intense and impact different areas of life, including work, relationships, and mental and physical health. Symptoms of depression vary, but it's crucial to consider them carefully. Beyond profound sadness, other symptoms include feelings of emptiness, distress, and worry. People may feel helpless and hopeless. Insecurity, fear, and anxiety may arise. Depression can cause excessive worries and feelings of insecurity. Low self-esteem and rejection are common, and individuals may feel inadequate and rejected. Pessimism and lack of faith can occur, extending beyond religious faith to trust in people and treatments. Depression affects emotional balance, leading to irritability, tension, and restlessness. Suicidal thoughts may emerge. There's often a decrease in energy and pleasure in daily activities, leaving people feeling exhausted and unmotivated. Depression can lead to social isolation, changes in appetite, sleep, and sexual desire, and difficulties with concentration, reasoning, and memory. As we navigate the stormy seas of depression, it's important to remember that God is present. Our feelings may deceive us, but the truth is, He loves us and walks with us, even when we don't feel His presence. God's plan is to give us hope and a future, not a life of endless sorrow. Even people of strong faith and spirituality can experience moments of depression, like Elijah and Jeremiah. God supported them and helped them overcome their suffering and depression. Depression is not a sign of lack of faith or sin. Seeking specialized help and support is crucial to face this condition and find pathways to restoration and joy. Remember, you are not alone. As stated in Hebrews 13:5, God has said, "Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you." Even in the deepest moments of sadness, when you feel alone, God is with you. There is nothing that can separate you from God's love. Romans 8:38-39. To recap, depression is a severe mental health condition affecting millions worldwide. It's characterized by persistent sadness and a loss of interest or pleasure in activities. It significantly impacts an individual's life, but remember, God is with us through it all. We're not alone in our struggle. Through faith and professional help, we can find pathways to restoration and joy.
Have you ever felt abandoned? As if you're walking through a storm and the rain just won't stop pouring? It's a feeling that engulfs many, especially those battling depression. But remember, having depression doesn't signify that God has abandoned you. Let's delve into an exploration of divine comfort in times of despair. In the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 4, it is written, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." God, a deity of love, promises consolation. Jesus, having lived as a man on earth, experienced sorrow. He understands your pain. Trust in God, for He won't cause you harm, but instead heal you, providing the solace you seek. The sorrow you feel right now may seem unending, yet it is not eternal. As written in Psalms chapter 126, verses 5-6, "Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. He who goes out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with him." Your sadness will transform into joy. Believe in this promise and patiently await God's joy. In Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, it is stated, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." There is hope for you. God has good plans for you. When hope seems elusive, trust in God. Your future rests in God's hands, and His plans for you are nothing short of good. Just as God parted the Red Sea for the Israelites when they saw no way out, He will perform a miracle in your life. In Isaiah chapter 61, verses 1-3, it is proclaimed, "The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is on me, because the Lord has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives, and release from darkness for the prisoners, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn and provide for those who grieve in Zion, to bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. They will be called oaks of righteousness, a planting of the Lord for the display of his splendor. To summarize, in moments of despair, remember that God's love is unwavering, his consolation is promised, and his plans for you are good. Your current sorrow will transform into joy. Trust in God, for he is by your side, ready to comfort, heal, and guide you towards a hopeful future.